Only 1,775 pounds, a little 12 SRK GeoPro landing here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. It's small, it's different, it's not for everybody, but if you're looking to get off the grid, if you're looking for something like a base camp, maybe you want to do a little park camping here and there, this is a neat little camper that can fit into a lot of budgets and tow capacities that other things can't without needing to go down to something like a tent camper. One of the things people often want to know, though, is how much room really is in that little thing? Well, here I am sitting in it. There's obviously room above my head. I'm a 6'3" dude. I'm sitting right upright. I can stretch my neck. I can't touch the ceiling here. There's enough room. I'm not saying it's like a Montana fifth wheel in here, but there's enough. If it's raining outside, I want to sit down and I want to relax, I got plenty of room. So this is where I was sitting, just for reference, to give you kind of another perspective on it. And I had lots of legroom, a lot of comfort here. It's kind of surprising, actually. You know, we've had these in stock before, but it still just, it strikes me every time I get in. I'm like, man, that actually is kind of nice. Now, cool thing here, all these GeoPros, they have, it's either a 110 TV or 12 volt. You can run it either way. So like right now, I literally only have battery power on the tongue of this trailer. And I've got the TV available. I have that Bluetooth stereo unit with the HDMI expansion. That TV has its own built-in DVD player. So I'm rainy day ready. Now take a look at that entry door. Of course, it deadbolts for security, and it does have a breeze window, but also that shade. And the shade just Velcros on and off, so if you want to take it off there, you can. And then if you look down here, I mean, there's a surprising amount of legroom. And it's not like I'm really, you know, I'm not crammed over here into the corner. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a half man spread, maybe a boy spread. Hopefully people don't rate me hate mail over that. I think they know what I mean. But the point is, if you want to get 2 or 3 people in here to like watch a show or something, you theoretically could. Now, scooting over to the other side of the bench, you see that there is, I mean, it's not like they could jam a ton of storage in here, but they put the most in they could. I like that they threw some shelves in there too. And we have added that optional 13,500 BTU low profile roof air unit. And I stress low profile because it's not taller than anything else that was already on the roof. So when you see the exterior measurements that we posted at the 5-second mark of the video, or if you visit our website, you'll see the actual true exterior height of the camper. Nice little front shelf right there, and that pop-up power post with the household and USB plugs, very handy. This also has an inverter, so the household plugs in this are live off your battery if you want them to. One other thing to mention, when the first generation of these came out, they had one light right there. They have since added a second light, and they are both individually controlled. Not that you really need, you know, a light switch for all of the, like, tons of interior lights on this thing. This is by design, though. They purposely didn't give it a ton of light so that you don't accidentally just destroy your battery's capacity by using it up faster than intended. They wanted to make sure you could spend some good time off grid here. So I'm standing in the doorway right now, again, to give you that frame of reference, and this is what we were sitting on. This is what's called a gaucho style sofa. It's a classic thing. A lot of manufacturers haven't used anything like this in years, but Rockwood found a way to make it work. Now, a lot of questions I get on, like, what are all these boxes? On the left is our converter box. In your house, you call that your fuse panel. In the middle, that is our inverter switch. And, pardon me, no, that's our multi-detector. The inverter switch is to the right of that. There is a pass-through storage compartment from inside to outside right there. And on the right-hand side, we have our propane furnace and some household outlets. So, again, if you are going to go off-grid, you're a CPAP user or something, theoretically, you could run coffee machines, CPAP machines, all kinds of stuff in here. We also have a full roll-down privacy shade here to really block the sun out. And if you notice, because there's just enough backlight behind it, it extends way past the actual window. Now for sleeping, because that's the next question, is where do I sleep in this thing, dude? This is what a gaucho style means. Basically, the bottom of the sofa slides forward. That's what we're looking at right here, and it's got these handy little support legs. And then the back cushion folds down to become, you know, just basically your bed cushion. If you're not interested in that, what you could theoretically do is just measure this out, or give us a call and we'll measure it for you, no sweat. And you could just have like a full-time mattress, like go to a foam factory or something, have a mattress cut out to fit this thing. One of the common questions I think we're going to get, though, is, you know, how big of a person can actually fit in here? So, as you can see, I'm using up like every ounce of this mattress. It's about 6'2", 6'3" itself. It really is the perfect size for a guy like me. And a lot of people are going to say, oh man, that's too short, I'll never fit in that. Here's the thing I think a lot of people forget. I've noticed that when people are like looking at campers, they lay on it like this, like stiff as a board, like this is how I'm going to lay at night, man. But nobody does that. You know what almost every person does when they sleep? They go like this. They lay on their side, they curl up, and they sleep like a baby. And suddenly, there's plenty of room in here. So, is it like a 70 by 80 king bed? No, that's not what this camper is though. This is the essentials. This is a base camp. This is an off-gridder. This is just enough to get you there, and it does great. Now, when it comes to what makes this thing light, the small size is, the obvious answer, and certainly that's one of the biggest factors. But it's also an all-aluminum skeleton, and it has a ton of Azdel. Wherever they're laminating, they're doing Azdel both inside and outside, which is uncommon. A lot of times when you hear about an Azdel camper, it's only the layer below the fiberglass. We've added the power tongue jack, the low-profile roof air conditioner, and you can see on the back there that roof rack mount system. So that if you have like bicycles or kayaks or different things, there's things that you can add to this RV that now won't void your warranty by trying to do it. It is small. It's only a 5.5 foot wide body, so it's easy to see around, although I always recommend get some towing extension safety mirrors. And what's really cool, this has all the same stuff going on that a bigger GeoPro has. Like right there, you can see the Wi-Fi Ranger system giving you easier access to mobile data sources. You can see the TV antenna in the background. That's what kind of keeps the or that low profile air conditioner from really affecting the height of the camper. And then you can see that 100-watt solar panel there. So it's got all the stuff of the other GeoPros. It's just, a little bit smaller. And again, a good look at that roof rack. But you know what you're not seeing? Rubberized roofing. This is an all fiberglass exterior camper. Basically, the roof is just another sidewall. They just mounted it horizontally instead of vertically. Back down on ground level, you see that off-road package we have also applied to this one. Yet another option. We dressed these up pretty good. So I guarantee you could find one that's a little bit lighter weight, maybe $1 cheaper. It ain't going to have all the equipment this one has on it, though. Now, this has a really cool rear camp kitchen. But what's also neat is that comes with a little like enclosure tent to enclose that rear camp kitchen, as you can see right here. So if you want an open air scenario like this, you have it. If you want something enclosed a little bit more and privatized, you have that too. Now here we have a dual power refrigerator, so if you're in a park or off grid, you're always going to be okay there. Now the same, wood tones and everything we saw inside, you're going to see out here, like that little barley pop opener, and still a stainless sink like all the Geos. Now what's really smart is that sink like faucet thing right there. It's a quick removable kind of thing, so if you want to swap it out for like a blue coily hose and turn your sink into something of like an outside shower, you can do that too. Now there's not a whole lot of room to mount stuff inside, so the charge controller for the GoPower solar system is actually out here, although I believe you can Bluetooth that to your phone, so it's not too big of a deal trying to find out how much power is left off my battery. LED taillights at the bottom there, little stabilizer jack, so that if you lean on the back of it, it doesn't go flying. Another neat note on that off-road package, when you get that, it also adds that little step right there in front of that deadbolt safety entry door, so that you have a way to get in and out of there if you're not quite as tall as me. And also, compared to last year, I am glad to see this. They have swapped over to a griddle system, just like the rest of the Rockwoods, with a gas grill quick connect right there behind that tire. And it still includes that handy little prep shelf. So there you have it. She's small, but mighty. She's a brick house. Little things, too, like the fact that it has a double propane tank system, you don't usually find in little trailers like this. But maybe it's those little things that separate Rockwood from basically everybody else. And if you appreciate the effort, it's kind of what separates us from everybody else here at Haylett RV. Maybe that's why we do so well with Rockwood. We just kind of come from similar mindsets. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy tiny trailer camping, everyone.